Well, it says the year 1900. Very pretty doors. This is my room. It's kind of small. It has two bunks in it, and an en-suite bathroom. While it's small, it's an excellent albergue. Another common bathroom here. A little lounge area. And here a lovely little backyard in the midst of this city, and that's pretty. Might be induced to stay for 2 days. Such a pretty spot. Nicely decorated. Good graphics for the room numbers and so forth. And you can have individual rooms for a little bit more. I think it's $25. Probably has its own bath, does it? Yep. With an atmospheric view of the old architecture. Again, beautifully decorated. Lovely staircase. Nicely carved. This lovely banister. And here, apparently, a little dining area, maybe. Outside the San Ysidro Museum are the remains of the old wall. Don't know how much you'll be able to pick up of this, but this is an outstanding looking building. Didn't even read about it in Steve's book. Have no idea what it is. Don't know if we can even see anything in it. The path, apparently poorly marked except for the yellow people, takes me on a diagonal across this square. Here's some curious little structures underground mainly, but it looks like there's a chimney coming out of that one right there. Here we can see one in the light a little bit better. What's back underneath these, I don't know, but there you can see that those have white chimneys. They're purposely covered with earth. Here's one with this chimney. Maybe there's some form of oven or something. Here in this little oasis for the Pellegrino are some more of those curious structures that are underground. This remains of this old church. It's on a newer church, but this is the old portion that remains. Has what looks like either 4 or 5 of those bird nests. I've yet to see the bird. That factory has been spewing out smoke, only it was dark black smoke for most of the last hour that I'd watched it. Don't know what this small town is yet, but I'll pan to some of the companies. It looked initially like they were just burning tires, and it smells like that now, like tar, heavy tar that's burned. This is a little town we're entering now, and when I get inside it, I'll check and see where it is I want to end up today. I'm not sure what time it is. This didn't look too bad, but it's one of the most unfriendly people that I've encountered so far. So this bridge is famous because in the last, maybe in 12th, 13th century, a knight apparently with suffering from unrequited love decided he would joust, and I think he had 2 friends with him, joust all comers, and apparently he jousted 300, or at least ended at that point, and And from there in comes the legend. And I think I read that the legend of Don Quixote springs a little bit from that one. So it'd be fun to know if you could kayak down this lake. Ahead of us is an iconic cross on the Camino de Santiago. You can read about it in the guidebooks. And beyond that is Astorga, which is called a monumental city in the sense that it has a great number of important monuments, principally churches, of course. Now we pass through the small town of San Justo de la Vega, San Justo de la Vega, before we get to Astorga. Don't know whether we're approaching Astorga now or not, but there's a church with two big towers. Boy, the nobility must have been paranoid about their sins to pop for that much coin. This is Albergue San Javier. And it's an old place, 300-year-old home, perhaps, Javier says. And the hostel's about 10 years old. Funky place, but has a serviceable kitchen. I suspect it's serviceable. And here a dining area. I don't know if they serve dinner, I didn't ask. But it's also got a little bar in there. There's the microwave. Extra pasta people have left, so all I gotta do is go buy a package of sauce mixed with water and throw some chicken in it. You got it made. Here, nice little indoor lounge with a heater for when it's wintertime and chilly. Won't be too long. There are people that like this thing then too. And here's the garden. Very nice. My room's upstairs and has that balcony, if you will, which is lovely. And the benefit of being here first is you get your choice of not only bed, but of room. This is the reception area. Look at that old couch. So I'm right outside my Albergue de Peregrinos San Javier. Probably a wealthy, certainly noble family lived here 300 years ago. And probably liberally contributed to this cathedral that's just down the street. Just before I approached the cathedral, I thought I'd pick up this street art that I just happened to see down this side road. It's always fun being in a town early.